All right, y'all, did you hear about Poot and Ping and what just happened? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Look at that thing. You gotta like put it up to your finger.
But thanks for clicking on today's video. And we did a Food 401k survival food forest update. We did West Food Forest. We did the back food forest. We do have another wing with several trees. Maybe once that starts waking up, maybe we'll show you what's going on there. But this, we just added this greenhouse. This is a Bootstrap Farmer DIY greenhouse. I'll put the link in the description down below. We built this. It was like a year in the making. We kept trying to decide where we wanted to put it. We needed a level area and all that good stuff, but we got it together. We got it done. And this has really been a game changer for us. As far as for the food forest, we just had our last cold snap, literally the last 2 days before the first day of spring. What this enables us to do, this enables us to propagate the trees that we have, to make more of them, to make backup copies of them, to root other trees. And so we're rooting out trees here. Some of these trees are going to be available on our website, so people keep asking me about trees. Probably what's going to be available this year is going to be some fig trees and some mulberry trees. We have some new additions to the mulberries, and everybody always asks me about mulberries. We already have a couple World's Best, but this is going to go in the ground. This is more of a dwarf weeping type variety. Probably will have some of these available on the website. This is a new variety to America. This is the Australian, the Austerk. These are pretty large. These are very sweet. This is a black Pakistani, and I think Matt got some B-roll of this, so we'll show you what the berries look like on that, but they're a very large berry. I got a white Pakistani, so it has the same kind of berry, except it's white. These will all go in the ground this weekend.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well, yeah, these mulberries will.
Okay, all of these.
Not all these figs.
Oh, okay. There's a couple.
And this is a Maui, so this is a dwarf mulberry. That won't go into the ground until it's bigger. But a lot of this bigger stuff is going to go in the ground. And down here we plant in. I get asked about this all the time too. We plant in gopher pots. These are stainless steel mesh bags. These come from Western Planting Solutions. So
not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but
would love the sponsorship.
I would love the sponsorship from Western Planting Solutions, but I think this is just a guy that does this out of his house. It's a great product. It's a great price, and so go check that out. We plant everything in gopher baskets. This way we don't have to worry about gophers eating the roots and killing the tree. But this is what we got going on here. Now back to Poot and Ping. So what this allows us to do, it allows us to keep anything tropical, help it keep it nice and warm. Once the caliper and once the tree gets large enough, I can put it in the ground, and even for the winter, I can deep mulch it, keep it alive, so that if it did manage to burn down, it would burn down to the mulch and then come back. So this enables us to continue growing, continue propagating. We have a bed of strawberries here. We're growing lots of leafy greens, and then so we'll divide that bed up there, and so then that'll provide us with lots of leafy greens. We got some sweet potato starts. It gives you a lot of flexibility, and it's great. And even on cold days, you can come out here. Like today's relatively warm, but on a cold, on a 40 or 50 degree day, if the sun's out, it would be 90 to 100 degrees in here. So it's just a real game changer. We're going to be putting in probably another 20 by 40 with no weed guard, and that way we will plant directly in the ground. So we'll probably plant some bananas and some citrus. We have bananas, different varieties that come back every year, but it doesn't stay warm enough, long enough for them to fruit. And then we'll be getting some citrus as well, and probably planting it in the ground. So we're very excited about that, but we really like our Bootstrap Farmer DIY greenhouse, and it is a game changer, and it is an extension of our food forest, and it also enables us to grow our leafy greens and different types of healthy green stuff year round. So we're really excited about that. So now back to Putin Ping. So if y'all didn't hear today, Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping have signed a broader economic agreement. And while the technocratic oligarchy here in the West and for the European Union are banning gas stoves and making us all drive electric go-karts with a average distance of 15 miles or what have you, communist China and communist Russia. Oh, Russia is not communist. Russian is good Christian country. No, KGB, right? They're putting the band back together. Hey y'all, just a reminder, this is a value for value proposition. If you like what we're doing, if you like the content we're producing and what we're putting out, go check out TheTexasBoys.com. We have some awesome merch, like this great hat. We have unvaccinated honey. We have some great teas and coffees and CBD coffee. We got lion's mane coffee. These are all made here locally and infused locally, and we support other families and other homesteads, and you support us, and we appreciate it, and we can't thank you enough. And y'all have a great day. Back to the video. They're putting together the BRIC system. They're developing their own economic banking system. It's based on gold, by the way. China's been hoarding gold, Russia's been hoarding gold, India's been hoarding gold. So there's a tip. You want a tip?
Yeah.
If you want to, I posted it on the Twitter, the bar graph of the central banks that are hoarding gold and buying gold and buying gold. So buy your precious metals now while you still can. Once you have them, you have them. So just a tip. So Poot and Ping, it's like Poot and Ping back together again. I think it was a 70s movie or something. Never saw it though, by the way. Anyway, so they're putting together this economic agreement. Putin says he's going to build a huge gas tube thing straight to China.
Wait, not like magical, like unicorn fart?
No, they're going to use natural gas, and they're going to build a big tube, like a pipeline thing.
No way.
We used to have those in Murica. So they're going to build this big pipeline, gas pipeline. They'll probably be pumping oil and gas. You know, those
dirty,
those real fuels that actually work and produce and manufacture and make lots of stuff. And the reason we don't do that as well, because we're the CO2, and we got to get rid of the CO2, y'all.
Of course.
So that's why you need to grow food, right? And that's why you need to put food on your family. And I use the same corny jokes over and over. Welcome to the channel. And but no, this is a really big deal. And it's, you know, it's more signs of potential banging of the war drums as these different countries unify, and because they have a similar enemy, which is the Anglo-American establishment, you know, England and the beast arm of the military-industrial complex in America and all that stuff. So it's kind of really important. You should check it out, and you really should think about what you're planning on doing as far as feeding your family. And we've been recommending for 8 years, you know, get out of the cities, get out of the flashpoints, get yourself some dirt, get started, live a more simplified, purposeful life, live life with purpose, on purpose, you know, serve the Lord with gladness, and live an intentional life. Raise your children outside of the beast system. Raise your children outside of the don't put them on the drool bus. Me and Junior were passing the drool bus today, and you shouldn't farm your kids out and put them on the drool bus. It was really interesting because there was like a dichotomy of Western society. We had the big ag chicken wagon, right, with all the dirty, ugly, leghorn, white chickens, and they were all shriveled up, right? And then we had the drool bus and the crusty GMO shriveled up chicken wagon that was going to Chick-fil-A. And then the drool bus, they were like jockeying for position of, you know, spiraling towards hell and all that stuff. And so it was a teachable moment, and we could talk about it. And it's very interesting how life imitates life. So we categorically reject, you know, the big dirty chicken farms and chicken things, and we try to grow our chickens in a holistic manner. We grow our cows in a holistic manner. We attempt to grow our children in a holistic manner and give them a whole, complete life. You know, not outside of the beast system, outside of the government indoctrination camps. They don't have to ever get on a drool bus, right? They can live a drool-free life, you know, from the indoctrination, lack of concentration camps. So that's just all tips for the day. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining us today. Consider a bootstrap farmer DIY greenhouse and think about what Poot and Ping are doing. Poot and Ping, y'all. This is serious. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Like, share, subscribe. Check out our Rumble. Join us on Rumble. Our Rumble channel is growing. And so we'll see y'all on the next video. Bye.